What if your biggest enemy has always lived inside your own mind? Fear rarely announces itself because it quietly disguises itself as caution. Every missed opportunity often begins with one doubtful thought. You hesitate, although nothing dangerous has actually happened yet. Meanwhile, someone else moves forward despite feeling the same fear. The difference is rarely talent. Instead, it is the decision to act. Fear convinces you that waiting feels safer than trying. However, waiting slowly becomes a lifelong habit. Dreams begin shrinking before they ever become reality. Confidence disappears because action never has the chance to grow. Fear rarely begins with panic. Instead, it quietly begins with hesitation. Your brain naturally exaggerates danger because survival once depended on caution. Consequently, small challenges often appear much larger than they truly are. Although the threat exists only in your imagination, your body reacts as if it were real. Therefore, distraction becomes more comfortable than meaningful action. Comparison strengthens fear because it convinces you that everyone else is already ahead. In reality, most mental prisons have unlocked doors. Nevertheless, comfort feels safer than uncertainty. Yet every opportunity waits just beyond that comfort. Growth always demands one uncomfortable decision. Courage is not the absence of fear. Rather, courage means acting while fear still exists. Every delayed decision quietly costs valuable time. Every backward step feeds fear even more. However, every forward step weakens it. Progress begins with actions, not perfect confidence. Soon, imagined mountains become ordinary stones. Fear starts losing its authority. Confidence slowly replaces hesitation. Your transformation has finally begun. Fear becomes smaller whenever you divide a huge challenge into tiny steps. Therefore, begin with one simple action instead of chasing perfection. A calm breath reminds your mind that you are actually safe. One successful step immediately weakens the voice of doubt. Success creates evidence that fear was exaggerating the danger. Soon another challenge appears, yet you are no longer the same person. Every obstacle crossed strengthens your confidence a little more. Looking back, the monster seems surprisingly small. Your courage also inspires people who are silently struggling. Confidence spreads because brave actions always requires climbing beyond familiar limits. Every higher step expands your perspective. Old beliefs lose their power once you question them. Fear cannot imprison someone who keeps moving forward. Small habits plant powerful futures. Growth remains invisible before it becomes obvious. Patience protects long-term success. Consistency transforms tiny efforts into remarkable results. A new future finally comes into view. And this journey is only halfway complete. The breakthrough begins when you finally stop running from fear. Instead, you choose to face it with honesty and action. Surprisingly, fear becomes weaker the moment it is confronted. You realize the wait was never permanent. The locked door opens because you decided to try. Every brave decision creates another opportunity. The climb remains difficult, yet your mindset has completely changed. Reaching the top proves that courage grows through practice. Looking back, every obstacle taught an important lesson. Those lessons became the path beneath your feet. Now someone else stands where you once stood. Your courage gives them hope. Strength becomes more meaningful when it is shared. Fear loses its influence over both of you. Every victory begins as a choice. Every choice becomes a habit. Every habit shapes your identity. Your future finally reflects your courage. Keep moving, even when the next step feels uncertain, because your greatest breakthrough has already begun. Fear may never disappear completely, yet it never has to control you. Begin every day with one small action that moves you forward. Tiny victories quietly build extraordinary confidence over time. Eventually, fear becomes nothing more than background noise. Focus on the next step instead of the entire journey. Every completed step proves that you are stronger than yesterday. Reflect on your progress instead of chasing perfection. Consistent improvement always defeats occasional motivation. Lift others because courage becomes stronger when it is shared. Together, ordinary people achieve extraordinary things. One day, you will barely recognize the person you used to be. That transformation starts with a single decision. Choose courage repeatedly, even when fear whispers loudly. Every brave choice reshapes your identity. Every sunrise offers another opportunity to begin again. Keep walking, regardless of how slowly you move. Progress always rewards persistence. Your greatest victories are still waiting ahead, so stop letting fear write your story. Start today, because your future is waiting for the courageous version of you.